Fire Engine 4 was just returning to its station yesterday when a call came in at 4:49 p.m. An 11-year-old boy had fallen through the ice at a retention pond. The crew grabbed the dive equipment and headed out. Firefighter Paramedic Mike Leston put on the cold water suit in the ambulance. 4 minutes later, they were on the scene, along with a police officer with a life ring to throw to the boy.
I could see that the child was in the middle of the water at that time, and we obviously got out and deployed immediately. Obviously, with the temperature of the water, we didn't know how long he was in the water, and like I said, but when we got to the actual water, I kept visual contact with him. I spoke to him. He was completely orientated. He knew exactly what was going on. I just told him to stay above the water. He was able to do that very easily. He said he was able to touch the bottom. He could feel the bottom.
The nice part there was we had the police officer with the throw disc. So that was kind of a nice primary, and then we could put Mike in the water as a secondary.
Leston entered the water as a precaution. The child was being pulled ashore by the life ring, but when that slipped out of his grasp, Leston was there to lend a hand.
For being a child of a relatively young age, for him to be as calm as he was made everything so much easier for us, and he was able to talk with us and explain what happened, explain that he was standing on the ground, so he wasn't trying to tread water, or he wasn't wasting or expending energy.
The victim was brought to Edward Hospital, but only as a precaution. The dive team said their strict procedure and training, along with the composure of the victim, made the save a straightforward one. But that's not to say the situation was not tense.
When you hear a child in some type of water thing, yeah, you get a little bit more excited. Everything's elevated a little bit, and obviously with the weather temperature and the water temperature and not knowing how long they were in there, we wanted to get there as quick as we can, and we did, and it was successful, so that was good.
The fire department would like to remind people to use caution around bodies of water.
He said he was testing the shoreline with a bat or a stick. He thought it was held, so he started walking off more and more. Then he kind of started bouncing a little bit in the middle, and then that's when the ice gave way.
While it may appear frozen, the ice is often not thick enough to support much weight. For Naperville News 17, I'm Casey Krajewski.